It's ready, yes? Okay, hello everybody. I hope that you hear me well. I hope so. So first of all, I'm going to present today a success story together with our customer. Unfortunately, our customer wasn't able to join us offline, but you know, these modern technologies allows us to do things better. So you see that Evgeny, he is head of innovations and head of digital transformation in SM Content. He joined us online, so he will be ready to answer your questions in case you ask them. And before I will move the speech to the for customer success story, I would like to tell that there is a pad link. Please make sure to scan it, because for us it is important while we are doing a presentation that you write down the questions, so we will be able to answer them operatively. Evgeny monitors all in real time, so in case there are connections, still you will get answers. So let's begin our presentation. Because we didn't know if there will be a good connection, we pre-recorded video, so there will be a nice video that we are going to start right now. Okay.
And about tips and tricks. So let's start. I remind you that you have a super opportunity to ask questions and we will answer to them. So that's the plan of my talk. We have small introduction, then 5 most profitable development which we made, and then tips and tricks, and then I will speak about few words about how we did and we are still in progress of digital transformation. Few words about what is SM Contact. Our company is an international leader in a relatively small niche of electronics. We do a lot of connectors, connections, we do qualification and equipment. So we have offices in 6 countries with headquarters in France. You see number of employees and our turnover in the recent year. We started Odoo in 2018. We started to use it and not SAP, Oracle and others because it is online, customizable. We understood that we have source codes even for enterprise version, and it's really safety for the company. We found a lot of additional modules on Odoo market, and we found a lot of programmers teams worldwide. So we selected the latest version. It was Odoo 12 Enterprise on our own server. Now I will go one by one through the list of our most profitable cases. I selected for different departments: sales, logistics, manufacturing, bookkeeping, purchasing, as you see on the screen. For the first one, sales. We implemented everyday margin control for long-term contracts. Obviously, you can read what is written, so I will highlight the most important things. What is the main problem? The main problem was that in our previous ERP there was no possibility to somehow track the contracts. If the contract was signed, let's say 5 years ago, then due to almost zero inflation in European Union, the price was never reconsidered. But then, after different situations like COVID, flood, or shortage of raw material of metal, the price of raw material increased. But we didn't change the price of our contracts. And the second problem is that some customers wanted to get better price and they promised high volumes. But then they purchased really small volumes, but at the previously negotiated price. And we didn't have any tool to track this and to come back to these customers and tell, hey guys, you wanted to purchase 1 million, you purchased 100, let's change the price and you will pay according to the price of the small volume. So we implemented this tool in Odoo. The cost of development, as you see on the screen, it was approximately 40 hours. And I use hours and not euro, because in different countries, different programmers team, you can have different price per hour. That's why I use only hours. But you can multiply by, I don't know, 100 or by 50 euro as you negotiate, and you get the value. What is the profit? One notification of our tool, which checks the comparison of real consumption and expected consumption, and it checks also the real margin, real time, every day. It can calculate real margin and compares with expected margin. We have such field in our object, which is called contract for consumables. So if script finds deviation for more than plus minus 10% for consumption or plus minus 5% for margin, the script will automatically send notification to the responsible person. It is head of sales. One such notification can save us, bring more, 1,000 euro. On average, we get 10 notifications per year, so obviously we get more 10,000 euro. Just, let's say, from nothing, just from good tracking. Obviously, the development cost much less. Then in logistics, that's really a case which we are proud of. You see, from 15 minutes to 15 seconds, 60 times less per order shipment. What was the problem? I think this problem exists in a lot of different companies. When the order is prepared for shipment, so when goods are already in the box, then may come questions concerning who pays for transport. Is it we, and who organize the transport? Is it customer, or we should use customer's account of TNT or DHL, or we should organize, we should pay, and then we should re-invoice to the customer. Then to whom to send delivery note, so information about delivery, to whom to send invoice. These questions can raise up during the shipment. And what we wanted to remove all this, because we understood that it takes approximately up to 15 minutes, this negotiation between sales team and warehouse and logistics department. So we first standardized settings. You see here small unreadable screenshot, obviously, but you will have this screenshot at the end of this presentation. So we standardize settings, we standardize delivery conditions. So we use the X works or not X works, who pays for transport. If the customer just gets or picks up goods from our warehouse, then how to inform customer? To inform by phone, sometimes by mail, or on customer's portal. This is written in the predefined delivery conditions. So at the moment of order confirmation, this is very important. At the moment of order confirmation, all this information should be correctly filled. So we should, the person who records the order should fill delivery conditions, should fill emails for notifications for logistics and accounting. And then we have just one button for the warehouse operator. You will see again the screenshot. The button is called validate delivery note plus create invoice plus send all of them. So VH operator of warehouse is just VH operator. He doesn't think about who should pay for transport, how to organize this, just one button. And we have, using Odoo functionality, we have templates for such emails. The cost of development again was approximately 40 hours, just 1 week. And we have economy of 14 minutes and 45 seconds per shipment. If we recalculate according to the number of deliveries, it's approximately and even more than 7 months per year. So you understand that 7 months out of 12 is more than 50% of workload of warehouse operator. So you can either remove this position and put other 5 months, 5/12 of this work to some other person, or you can add additional workload for such person. But really it's a huge economy. If you multiply the salary of a person by 7 months, you get your pure economy per year. Then manufacturing. That was the most complex development which we made, and we did this in several steps, but the result is really cool. What is the situation? As you know, in Odoo, at least in version 12, manufacturing orders are not anyhow linked to the delivery. But when we have a big equipment, and our equipment can consist of 7-8 levels of BOMs, of bills of materials, it contains more than 1,500 parts. and it costs more than 100,000 euro. When this equipment is built, then obviously some small assemblies can be used for whatever equipment, but when it is built, then we should continue to somehow link manufacturing orders to this concrete machine. That's first. Second, we have, and I think every manufacturer has this topic or issue, a penalty for every day of the delay of the delivery. Using basic auto functionality, we were not able to understand if all parts are purchased, but will they come to the correct date. So if we need to ship something, let's say on 1st of December, and we need to start to assemble on the 1st of November, will we have all parts for the 1st of November or not? The standard Odoo scheduler, it just analyzes the forecast value of all quantities. So if some parts is purchased, then it will go to manufacturing order. Odoo standard algorithm analyzes if after all operations, will the value be positive or greater than min stock level or not. And for us it is, and it was, and it still is important to understand, will we have everything at the date of scheduled start of manufacturing order. So we did this. Now if any move, so any manufacturing or any delivery is not supplied, then Odoo will generate manufacturing order or purchase order to supply, so that we will have enough parts in stock. If manufacturing manager or purchase manager sees that something strange appears, he will investigate and understand why it happened. And Odoo, of course, gives some examples, and you will see them on big screenshot. And now even on this small screenshot, you see that on the top right it is written grouping of manufacturing orders by date, then by source out, this is the linked delivery, and then source product. It is the line inside of the delivery, because because inside of one delivery we can have two equal or similar lines with some products or some assemblies. So as a result, cost of development is 160 hours. The profit is that we are now sure that we will have in stock what we need, and we will have no penalties. And you can imagine that if the cost of equipment is more than 100, sometimes 200,000 euro, then even 1% or 1/10% of delay is worth development. Then number 4 in bookkeeping, I want to pay your attention that we change 7 days to 10 minutes per month, each month. This means that we, let's say, removed 30% of workload of one of bookkeepers. We had several of them. What we did, we understood that one of time-consuming tasks is preparation of a customs declaration. In French, it is called déclaration d'échange des biens. Obviously, we can automate because we have all information inside of ERP, including country of origin, from where goods moved where, including all countries. This was not possible in our previous ERP. So we downloaded and installed the module from the Odoo market. It is called, I think, DEB or DEB and DES. Then we understood and got feedback from our bookkeeper that it was not enough. So we need to adjust it. But after all adjustment, which costed approximately 80 hours, we have economy of 30% or 7 days per month. If you multiply it by 12, you get so more than 80 days. So let's say approximately 4 months. So you have this economy. And again, you can load this person with some other tasks, or you can try to remove all other workload, and you can remove this person because you just automated everything. Then case number 5 is purchasing. When we had really nothing, and we obviously need to track the behavior, the situation with suppliers, and according to ISO standard 9001, we need to do this. So we need this by ourselves, and also we need to do this according to the standard. So we created our own module which analyzes each closed purchase order If it is not closed on time, then a question appears to the purchase manager. The quantity or delay is okay for you or not? The manager replies, and based on this, each month automatically report is generated and automatically sent to the supplier. What we have as profit, suppliers are automatically under control. Without no surprises, we see and they see their situation. And supplier knows that it is system which controls them and not a person. Now some screenshots to prove. First is concerning consumables contracts. I highlighted in red the new columns, planned margin, real margin, planned consumption, real consumption. You see example of the last line. Notification for this case was automatically sent to sales manager that the real consumption is less than expected consumption. Our check is each 2 months. So we do not check at the end of the year, we check each 2 months. Then this concerning standardization. And this is 15 minutes to 15 seconds change. In green, you see the standardized delivery conditions. X works, who sends for transportation, transport type economy or not, insurance yes or no. In red, you see standardized settings, that's standard emails to which the delivery notes should be sent, invoice should be sent, and we have some other more. In yellow, you see the settings for automatic deliveries. For example, here we have a setting of report for delivery, so that's the template which will be used for automatic email. And you have this big button, validate DN, delivery note, plus invoice, and send them. An operator clicks on this button. This button appears only if all other settings are filled. If they are not filled, then the button will not appear, but operator will come to his manager or her manager and ask, hey, why I don't have this? Please correct. So correct. Then manager corrects and again button appears. Here is the bigger screenshot concerning manufacturing, that we have visual link between manufacturing orders and each line of concrete delivery. E-out is a delivery. And here is a screenshot of settings for bookkeeping, just to prove that we really implemented them. And that's how looks our report for suppliers. We see the date of the report, period of the report, class ABC, based on the score, and concrete lines that this purchase order was closed at this date and KPI was that one. And you see a screenshot from the log node that we have automatic reports sent at concrete date 4th of May. We send them each 4th day of the month with attached report. So this is really automized. Then a few words about tips and tricks. First two is do not consider Odoo as ready to use and do not consider modules from Odoo Market as 100% ready. We did this, it was a mistake, but it's not too expensive to adjust. It's really cool to use Odoo as a constructor because it uses online, real time, using your real data. And when you have a lot of modules in one place, that's really great for productivity. And as you see, the cost of development can be 1/10 of yearly economy or even less. And of course, thanks to Ventotech for great support. Here I want to highlight the main reason of our success in digital transformation is 100% support by our CEO for continuous improvement. Without this, this will not work. Of course, good to have great Odoo possibilities online, same in all offices, possibility to adapt fast, so to make any developments really fast, and to have, of course, correct people at correct positions. I hope it was interesting for you. Guys, please spend just 20 seconds, really 20 seconds to answer on 2 questions and just to put a mark from 1 to 10. Was it interesting for you? Do you have some practical ideas? Let's stay connected. You see that you have our contacts, and here is the link. Just scan it and answer on 2 very small questions. Now we are ready for your questions.
Actually, you see the color changing. I think it's because of the party. You know, Odoo is party and now faces are like this. But in general, we are ready for the questions, and I will check if Evgeny is online. I think
yes, I'm online.
Okay. So let's.
There is one question, if everyone hears me well. There is one question on pad. I can answer. So the question is, would you please, if possible, talk about the elements you take into account to calculate the real margin for manufacturing? That's a good question. We calculate not real, I mean bookkeeping margin or accounting margin or tax margin. What we use? First of all, we speak about manufacturing of some metal elements, metal consumables. We buy raw material, then we have some work which is done by our supplier, and then we have our own work. So when we speak about margin, we use the cost of raw materials and the cost of our supplier of work, the cost of work. And we compare with the price, sales price of our pin or of our supply, our product. And that's what we call margin. And what is important, when a sales manager calculates the expected, the planned margin, he also do the same. That's why we compare what he expected at the moment of the sale and what we really get. So it's not the precise bookkeeping margin, but this is a way for the salesperson to track if everything goes as expected. That's the answer from the audio.
Hope this answers the question. Do you have something that I need to transfer to Evgeny? Because I don't think he will hear online. Do you have other questions? Also, I wanted to mention that if you need, you have seen the screenshots on presentation. We put screenshots because there is a strict NDA on what information we can show. And if you need a demo, please contact us, contact Evgeny or myself, and then we can organize demo, because you maybe have some additional specific questions that you have but haven't asked. And just as a reminder, it's also important for Evgeny because he put a lot of time in analyzing this. If you can, again, give a feedback, there are only 2 questions, and tell what information was interesting, what you wanted to hear, that really will help. Okay.
Then, if no more questions, maybe you can switch, Oleg, to the previous slide. As I shown on the video, so there are some topics which I'm interested in communication about. It's integration with engineering software. Maybe some of you know SolidWorks and SolidWorks PDM, and then management of manufacturing orders, how to plan them inside of the day and inside of the week. And perhaps any one of you have experience with printing labels, Odette and Galia, because we have our own experience, we want to improve, and that's why we are really interested in some further communication with those who have experience with Odoo.
Okay. Great. I guess that's it. So thank you, Evgeny. Yes, interesting conditions. And you see, if you see the online translation, there are some strange colors.
Yes, I noticed.
Yes. So if you would like to ask questions, you can come to me right now, or we have a stand in the second hall, the Venture company, so you can ask additional questions or any other details. But I believe that what we liked about this project is all the tasks were done according to the cool ROI methodology, so return on investment. That means that before doing something, Evgeny calculated what will be the effort needed and what will be economical effect. And we truly believe that it is the best approach for doing the projects. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Evgeny.